Okay, everyone, welcome, and I am here to start last trial number 2. Oh wait, before I wanted to do something. Don't mind it glitching out. That's normal when I'm not actually in the game, but that means it's just normal. There we go. Just put myself right there. Okay, now. Wait, no, not now. There's a lot of technical stuff that I go through before I officially start a stream. Okay, now. Okay, so we finished the investigation. So now we have to go to Monokuma Rock, which is over here, I think. And if not, then I have to go to Island 1. Which is good because it's right here. Now I have several suspects, but I will save them for later. Give me a sec. I'm trying to look for headphones. Oh wait, I know. Right behind me. This one. Okay. Okay. Now we officially started. Starting off with Hyoko. Let me go! Help me! He's gonna do something crazy to me! I'll be ruined!
Why you?
Hey, shut up and no, that's not the Monokuma voice. Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita.
Stop it!
Harassing little girls. This is... what's going on? Hyoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Hyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson. Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of the island's food chain. Jeez, making me waste my sweet-ass time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Ryuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off. You getting off something? Huh? Hey, his anger changed his form. I'm right here. Huh? Ryuhiko, you came. I was worried about you. Nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter what the ending, I have to accept it, right? Still.
Bastard!
I'm a Yakuza! Accepting defeat is not an option! Ryuhiko, what does that mean? Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good. Anyway, looks like everyone's here, so let us depart now.
See ya later!
I'll go first and and be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Crap. Not mentally prepared yet.
Like,
Do we even have to prepare?
Don't you have enough power? Harness your Latin energy. Come on, bring out that energy.
This too must be
So
the
it
will
begins.
of causality.
The beginning of the end. Ah, Nagita. Now then, let's keep our spirits high, so we can one day find that shining hope. That's right. I can only move forward is the only option. All we gotta do is go. Roar.
you're so evil.
No matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste. The worst, the most brutal taste. Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the elevator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. Got in. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair, as my heart was a rotten fruit swelling in the sun before it goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs. And after a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Ooh, it's new. Aim! Defeat the boring route.
So,
I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it? It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
that is...
To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate. Really, what is your true intention?
No,
Nothing
no.
really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time. Break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Like...
A purpose is only gonna be a weakness. Those who have a purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your heart. It's starting. Class trial is starting. Who killed Mom? Mahiro Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. That's why she was the mom of the group. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... Regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way for us to survive. I swear, if Hiyoko is the killer, remember what I said, I'm quitting the game if Hiyoko's the killer. This life-threatening trial glowing with hope and despair has begun. Do I have any skill? I don't have any skills. Let's open the handbook and see what we have. Okay, so the victim is Mahiru Koizumi. Estimated time of death is around 3 p.m. The scene of the crime where the body was discovered is inside the beach house at Chandler Beach. Oh, you know what? I can't do this one because they're gonna be doing something later, and I don't want the camera on for that. But anyway. The scene of the crime where the body was discovered is inside the beach house at Chandler Beach. Cause of death is a single blow to the head. Oh. With a blunt object. There are no other conspicuous external injuries, and no trace of foreign substances such as drugs. The blood stain on the floor had streaks leading to the roadside door, as if Mahiro had crawled through it. Footprints were found near the crime scene. The trail leads from the beach house and loops towards the road. The footprints were Hyoko's. This metal bat was found at the crime scene. Due to the bloodstains coating it, it's believed to be a murder weapon. The murder weapons used in the Twilight Syndrome murder case was a metal bat too. There were a bunch of empty plastic bottles inside the trash can and the beach house. There were probably drinks from the refrigerator. A mask of the anime character Sun Witch Espirito found at the crime scene. A gummy candy found in the closet at the beach house. The beach house has a shower room. However, the shower is out of order and cannot be used. The only window in the shower room. It can be opened, but due to its high location, it can't be accessed unless you hitch a piggyback ride from someone else. In Twilight Syndrome murder case, a tipped-over fish tank was found in the music room where the first victim's body was discovered. Gravel and water were scattered everywhere. I don't get how that's part of the case. Like what's it called? The crime scene, there was no broken fish tank, and there wasn't any gravel or water. So, in Twilight Syndrome murder case, there was a broken window in the music room where the first victim's body was discovered. Normally, you can't leave the music room without passing through the entrance hall. Girl E, who appeared in Twilight Syndrome murder case, had her swimsuit stolen by someone. See, I don't get, why are the clues that were in the Twilight Syndrome murder case games relevant? Because they're not. Oh, and also something I was thinking is, honestly, I still have the feeling that Hyoko isn't the killer, because if the cause of death was a blunt force trauma to the head, Hyoko is tiny and weak, so I highly doubt she had the strength enough to actually kill Mahiru with a bat for instant death. That's why I don't think, another reason why I don't think Hyoko's the killer. But anyway, the ending prize was found in Mahiru's room. It consists of an envelope containing 4 photographs. There was also a letter included in the envelope that says, try playing Twilight Syndrome. Try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then. This is something that makes me suspect Fuyuhiko. One of the ending prizes, a picture of Mikon, Ibuki, and Hyoko et al. Appears to be at the entrance. That's confusing. That part was confusing. One of the ending prizes, a photo of a broken vase. Girl D showed Girl E this photo in Twilight Syndrome murder case. This vase was broken in the classroom next to the music room. One of the ending prizes, a crime scene photo of the victim after she was killed in the music room. One of the ending prizes, a crime scene photo of Girl E after she was killed. It looks like she was killed with a metal bat. Apparently, there were a lot of these inside Hyoko's room. Each bag comes with 4 flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange, aka the best flavor. Orange is my favorite flavor. A letter found inside Mahiru's pocket. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier. Is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house at the second island at 2:30. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. We'll keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hyoko Saionji. Mahiru received a blow to the head from behind and died instantly. See, that's why I don't think Hyoko's the killer. I don't think she's strong enough to do that. And that's it. Oh, hey Ninja. How are you doing today? Okay. Let's go. Feedback from anyone that isn't Hyoko. Yeah, like I said, they're both too short. Even the two of them together, it's still too short. But I have a difficulty at normal, so let's go. Class trial number 2.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Okay, I honestly have to say that I love the setting so much. It's beautiful. It looks like an ocean.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
I've heard it like, I don't know, like 7 times already, so...
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
Oh, but this is something that I was thinking off camera. I was thinking about the letter that was in the envelope. I'm 99.9% sure that Fuyuhiko sent that letter. So... I don't know what happened, but it either happened right before or during the tragedy that one of them killed Fuyuhiko's sister, and that's why he's so pissed at them, because he thinks that one of them killed his sister, which makes him a big suspect, which makes sense why the game would be a motive. I feel like that motive targets him personally.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
The characters in the game were girl A, B, C, D, E, and boy F. See, I think boy F represents Fuyuhiko. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. Yeah, okay. The first character the player who was able to control was Girl A. True identity was Girl A was... Oh my god, I can't remember! The last time I played it was like 2-3 days ago. Okay, I remember one of them was like a total bitch that I even say reminded me of Hyoko. I'm gonna go on a limb and say Girl A is Hyoko. Oh, Girl A was timid. Oh, she was the one that got bullied. Oh, so that has to be Mikon.
I see.
Who was the total
Girl A is
bitch? Was that Girl
probably
B?
Mikon Sumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
It's so funny to hear Chiaki say that.
Huh?
It was one of the girls. Girl D. She was the one we played as. Girl A was Mikon. It's either Girl A or Girl B. I mean, B or C. C? Hyper and energetic. So, Girl C is, what's her name? Ibuki.
Damn it!
I'm sorry. I'm legit guessing everything. D. Wait, what?
Damn it!
I should have written this down.
Crap!
I'm sorry. I can't remember. The high schooler that died first was the bitch too. I know. The girl D then? Who was it? I can't remember. Girl A represents Mikon. Girl B represented Ibuki. Girl D represents Mikon. I mean Mahiru. Girl C? Who is it?
Damn it!
Girl B?
I see.
Didn't I pick that before?
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hyoko.
Okay, I'm actually gonna write this down because I'm 100% sure I'm gonna forget that. Where are all my pencils? Okay, so girl A was Mikon. Girl B is Yoko. Girl C was the hyper one, making it Ibuki. And girl D must represent Mahiru. There we go. I got it written down.
Jordan Foulmouth? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway,
Okay, Yoko.
let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Girl C is Ibuki.
I see.
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
The Ibuki makes me feel better for some reason.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D was Mahiru.
I see.
Girl
I gotta
D is
rebuild
mine.
all my health, cause
The
damn.
victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
Girl E must have been the victim, right? Guy F, I'm saying it's Fuyuhiko.
I see.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Another person? It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Mioda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
And in the game, wasn't the victim blonde?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryo, appears twice, the truth, I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryo, appears twice is because he had a little sister.
I can prove it with this.
He even said it in the diner.
In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game. It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
The bully, right? I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. Only character in the game that could I see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is the girl who died first.
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Come down, Fuyuhiko.
You said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events.
Could it possibly be that his sister died in the tragedy?
That's why it's the voting.
See, I was right! See, Nagito and I make a good team.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easy, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
Wow.
I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet! I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery
saying
that
no.
easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato. Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice? I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't
Who's
think she's
Sato?
relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck? What a wild connection.
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
Oh right, the one with the metal bat.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out
But who's
why
Girl
Girl
E?
E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume why based on the content of the game. Because Girl E was the killer?
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim? In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's a murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Okay, so this is the room, the locked room. Girl A, B, C, D, right there. The victim was right here, in the broken window. There was a fish tank that was broken here. I don't remember anything about a well, I know there was a broken vase, but I don't know what that one was.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head.
I honestly thought it was Sonia at first, and that's why I thought it was weird.
Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
True.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girlie broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
I don't think that's possible.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was watching in the hallway, is the killer. Then, what did Girl E do after killing the girls inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Shoot, I don't know! Yeah, let's see what they have to say first.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
What Girl E did after the murder in the music room. I need to find the clue that will clarify that.
After she killed the first victim in the...
What's the entrance hall photo? Okay, there's nothing. Nothing in the entrance hall photo.
What did Girl...
Broken vase. One of the ending prizes. A photo of broken of a broken vase. Girl D showed Girl E this photo. By Licensure Murder Key. No.
She just broke the window.
Victim's crime scene photo. Oh. One of the ending prizes, a crime scene photo of the victim after she was killed in the music room. No. That.
And escaped
Girl
out.
E's crime scene photo. Oh, that's the one where she was killed. Golden swimsuit. Girl E, who appeared in a Twilight. Oh, I'm listening.
To the front of the music room.
Is it the...
To go back to the music room
No.
from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
Yeah.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
Yeah.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's
I
best!
don't know. What Girl E did after the murder in the music room. I need to find out the clue that will clarify that. What could she have done?
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room? To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
No. Chiaki said it earlier too. 4 of them were at the entrance hall. It's okay for Chiaki to say it, but I'm not. Yeah, stop crying, Nikon.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
Oh my god, I don't know.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
I don't know the
To
answer.
go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4?
Is it the
Wait in front of the
broken
music room.
vase shooting down what
She probably used a
Nekomaru
hidden
said?
passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
After she killed the first, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl E to the front of the music? To go back to the music room, you need to go through. Plus, at the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
Ah,
No,
that was a
that's wrong.
freaking guess. But even now, I still don't
First of all,
understand.
The sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, The murder was nearly finished by the time the four girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the four girls met by the entrance hall.
I always pronounce it as vase. Is that wrong?
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the four of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Murder weapon?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting!
You're the disgusting one.
Agreed.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Me neither. Was I out of line just now? Yes. Now then, here's something I need you to tell. There's something I needed to tell you regarding the white noise and non-stop debates. Some white line noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them in one shot. Durable white noise will chip away every single time you shoot them with the silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. You get the gist of it, right? It appears the debate is getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Gun something? I wonder who it is. Is that out of line just now? Well then, good luck and have fun. I have a feeling that if I do my free time events with Gundam, I'll be able to do something.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you talked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Oh.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
An unconventional weapon. Apparently it appeared in the game, but I have a feeling it has to do with the broken fish tank, but I don't know what to shoot at.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you talked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that big as.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
No.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
What about broken glass?
I think I have to agree with what Sonia said.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
No?
A weapon inside the
Agree
music
with
room,
what Kazuichi?
What about broken glass?
No? God, I'm doing absolutely terrible.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Let me see. There's a blow to the head. Gravel and water.
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
No.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Yes, please. I don't
What
know.
about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Crime scene photo.
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was used,
It should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
The only weapon
She
that
beat her
has
to death with her
bloodstains
fist.
on it is the weapon that killed Girl E, so it can't be that.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
The weapon in that room is the
That's too
smallest
big to be a
object that was
weapon.
mentioned.
Then the piano.
The
Why are you
smallest
going even
object.
bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
What? Isn't gravel the
if it's a weapon
smallest?
that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
Wait, but what do I have to use with the gravel? I already shot it with the fish tank and it said it was wrong.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation.
Can't be the
conducts
vase
universal
because that was
chaos.
used to distract them
It's
so
on
she
that
could
big a
escape and
scale
put the key
too?
back.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death,
Do I have to use the
it should
crime
have had
scene photo?
bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with... She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the... What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that big a.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
No, it's not right. It's not the fish tank?
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Something that was used.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you
I'm
going
running out
even
of time.
The The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale,
I don't
too?
think it has anything to...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I don't think it's this... I don't know. I can't... My brain is too dead to actually think of the right answer. Yeah. Don't poo-hoo-hoo-hoo me.
We will never give up.
Okay, if it's not the fish tank... Can you tell me, please? I don't know. If it's not the fish tank, okay.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
The killer's
Isn't the cause of
I don't
death a
think it's
blow
the
to the
killer's
head?
escape route.
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Do I feel like it has
Why
something
go
to do
even
with the
bigger?
swimsuit?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale,
Gravel?
too?
That makes no sense, but okay. I'll put your word
If it's a
for it.
weapon that was used, it should have had
Was there a weapon with... She beat her to death with her fists!
a weapon inside the music. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Think she attacked her...
That's too big to be...
Then the piano.
Why are you going...
The investigation.
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
How? It doesn't even make any sense.
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
Unless she used her swimsuit, put in a bunch of gravel in it, and then like made it into like a small like bag thing, and that's what Girl E used to whack her in the head. You know, kind of like if you put a bunch
I
of
got it right.
rocks in a sock.
And I was just throwing things out there.
I got it. Yes.
Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
Not when you put a bunch of it together.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
A bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even if
I'm sorry.
Killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it has to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Who's Girl D again? Mahiru?
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Because she took the photos, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
I think Girl D killed her. Oh, no. Whoops, sorry. Girl E was killed by Boy F, right?
I see.
Duh, why am I so dumb today?
Guy F.
A scenario
I either
where
should have
Guy
streamed
F
earlier,
murders
or I
Girl E
shouldn't have
out of a
streamed at all
burning
today.
Hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
It would.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were, like, totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
Aww, sad
Does
boy.
Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, the game and Mahiru's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important... there's an important shared point with Girl E and Mahiru's murder. It has to do with the note that was inside the... No, not that. It was the, what do you call it? The, it had to be the letter that Yuhiko sent, right? The ending prize? Yeah. No? Debt with Mahiru's murder. Oh, is it the metal bat?
I can prove it with this.
Ooh.
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
No, I honestly feel like that game was directly to you, Fuyuhiko.
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
I noticed that the X on Teru thing is a fork and knife. That's a funny touch.
Isn't that what happened, Yoko?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
Well, literally like over 50% of the clues we have directs Hiyoko as the killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh.
Mahiru, a nice person. Mahiru was like a yes and no. Like, she was nice-ish. But when she became like quote-unquote angry, that's when she got annoying. Like every time Fuyuhiko would have like a little outburst or something, she'd like jump on his back and everything, and it was annoying.
What are you even saying, you nasty toilet clogging bitch?
Oh my god, I love her for some reason. Why do I love such a bitch like Hiyoko? It must be footprints on the beach.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Oh, whoops, no, shoot. Sorry. Me, my stupidity. Taking a toll.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing
Why do you doubt? Do you know where Hiyoko? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
This is where he...
I was wishing
Stupid
Mr.
white
Ants all
noise.
day.
No, I know what it is. I know what it is.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of...
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Whoops.
But I didn't go to the beach house. I was wishing Mr. Ants
Stupid
all
white
day.
noise. I freaking hate you.
What are you saying? Accusing me of...
Why do you doubt? Do you know where Hiyoko? She was at the beach house, the scene.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, I think I should get a mouse installed because doing this with a laptop is hard, especially when it comes to white noise.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Nikon's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness.
They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo.
You're only a pedo if you're like 10 times older than the kid, right? The same reason why people... guess so.
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was in? Yes?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left. Which means something happened between those two events. Isn't that right, Yoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
Damn, Akane.
People who call other people
You're like the
liars
Yasuhiro
are
of this
usually
game.
liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Can she please be a survivor? I want her to be a survivor so bad.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots?
Yoko said she never saw Mahiru, but is that really true? What's the contradiction, though?
I did go to the
Oh,
beach
the letter to
house,
Mahiru.
but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
Wait, what? No?
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru.
If it's not the letter to
beach house?
Mahiru.
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots? I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
I do have a
Then you didn't
feeling
meet up
it's
with
the letter to Mahiru.
At the beach house?
Saying I met up with her? Is this a panel of idiots? I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I had a feeling it had to do with the letter.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier. Is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. There's a little something who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Yoko Sayonji.
That letter! It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
But what is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap. I remember now. I totally saw you.
Yeah, she was running back and she had tears.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
See. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed here.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously? I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really don't know.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru.
She's talking about the closet, isn't she?
There's evidence for that too.
The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? In the closet.
Here!
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice!
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That serial killer, right?
That mask says it all! Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island! Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru!
Why, you... If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia! It's just a difference between cultures. A culture shock, you know?
Hiyoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. Can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
Wait, but if that's true, if it's true that she hit Mahiru and she died instantly, then that would mean if she wanted to cover the door, she herself would have had to drag Mahiru's body and block the door. But when she left, she was clean.
I shall render my
Can't be
verdict
footprints
upon
on the
this
beach.
mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
What's trash can again? There are a bunch of empty plastic bottles inside the trash can at the beach house. Let's try going with the trash can.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt.
Oh.
You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru.
And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the...
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's
Can't
when
be
you
the
dropped
gummy because that's
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru.
And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the
Gummy
time, the door
bag.
facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
not the trash can.
And that's how you left your footprints!
Looks like everyone doubts Hiyoko. Really okay?
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
Wait.
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
Knew it.
No, that's wrong.
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
You're not defending yourself well, Hiyoko? Yeah, like, if she keeps crying like a baby like that, it just makes her much more suspicious.
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat
The
only
gummy
has
we found is
strawberry,
yellow,
melon, grape,
but
and
there's
orange
no
flavor,
yellow
right?
in the favorite pack that she likes. That's how I figured it out.
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch. You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Back off my girl for you, Hiko. Jeez.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet.
Yes, we are. Leave her
There's still
alone.
a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
I gotta figure out what's right and wrong.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of
I think it
evidence
has to do
left.
with Mikon's autopsy report.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean?
Even the white noise actually helped me figure it out.
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
Bruh.
blocked the door
Even
to the
with
road.
concentration, I
Her.
still did shoot down the
We
white
have
noise.
the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
But
We're
it's
not
what
done with
Akane
Hiyoko. There's
says.
still a huge.
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an... And we can thank Mahiru...
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
Stop
blocked the door
doing
to the
that, you
road.
annoying
Thanks
little
to
piece of
her.
crap.
we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
We're not done with Hiyoko. There's still a huge.
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an... And we can thank Ma...
What is that? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her,
You gotta calm down.
we have the evidence we need.
Stupid white noise, I should have changed to gentle.
During my morning walk.
We're not done with Hiyoko. There's still a huge.
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an... And we can thank Ma...
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
We're not done with Hiyoko. There's still a huge.
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an... And we can thank Ma...
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Next time I play this, I'm getting a USB mouse. I think I have one
Mahiru
around
didn't block
somewhere.
the door. Her death was instant.
It's too difficult to do white noise, to use the silencer with just the pad.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
Good job, Sonia.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer.
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
No, it's okay. I don't worry. Don't worry.
But why did the killer block the door?
I'm having today's one of my stupid days.
She's the killer after all.
Shut the hell up, Fuyuhiko. You're annoying me.
Seriously?
Leave my girl alone.
True. Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
Huh? But when I saw her,
The only thing that was stained was her face with her tears. Yeah.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down
Oh
on
my
me.
god.
We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, why do you keep insisting that Hyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Hold on a second.
If Mayu...
I want to know how to WASD. Wait, but how do I shoot diagonally though? Ah, there we go. I got it.
She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the only killer I could think of.
Yuhiko is stubbornly insisting that Hyoko is the killer. If I don't counter all his words, I'll be pushed back.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the only killer I could think of.
If Hyoko moved the body,
she'd be stained with blood.
She should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower. The fact that Hyoko was at the beach house can be proven, but did you get all that, you bastard?
Yuhiko hasn't thoroughly investigated the crime scene at the beach house, and I need to tell him what's wrong by using that piece of evidence.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room
Shoot,
inside
no, I didn't
the
mean to
beach
do that.
house. After she moved the body, the fact that Hyoko was at the beach house can be proven by the footprints in the sand.
Has to be shower room.
Damn it!
Yeah, no, but I think I figured it out.
Didn't block the door. Then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Hell yeah.
To cut through those words. Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
Yeah, the sign.
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was
Yeah.
done, she put them back on.
Well, remember she said that she said that she hasn't showered because she doesn't know how to knot her kimono.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
That's why she asked Mahiru to do it. Yoko took off her clothes before committing murder. No, that should be impossible. You can't get dressed by yourself.
I see.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
Which means Hyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. I only smelled a little. Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
That's right. I forgot about
If
that.
you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Oh, Akane. Yeah.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed out.
Doubting me of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life. That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell
That
it
was
does!
goofy.
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See? I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. Because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her! Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
Well, because you were acting the way you know.
You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, Pig Barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die!
Damn.
I'm sorry for being Pig Barf!
More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
She never talked to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but... Around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the plates? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. This time still in the same at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's... Oh, so it's the exact same note, except with Mahiru's signature. Letter Hiyoko receives. Yada 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 yada.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Huh, the letter that Hiyoko had. Oh. Doesn't it clearly contradict that other evidence? You mean how hers says 2:30? Come on. Didn't.
I can prove
There
it
we
with
go.
this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiro had?
No, except it's signed with Kyoko.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Ryoko's letter,
We discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the dates? We should have come to the beach house on the second island. This time still the same at 2 p.m.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
it's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Could they have been forged? Both?
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think? Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say that, it's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? I kind of have a feeling both, but since the writing was so similar.
I see!
Whoa!
The killer must have forged both letters.
Oh yeah, one time, the 2 p.m., to meet up with Mahiro and kill her. Then the other letter at 2:30 p.m. to make it look like Hiyoko had killed her. This killer is smart.
The killer
Very
forged them
calculated.
so they could
He
manipulate
can
their
calculate very
actions.
well. Or he.
Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times, but the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
You know what's so funny is that every time I hear Nagito talking, all I keep thinking about is Makoto. Because you know, they share the same voice actor, which is so weird because he goes from, what's his name, protagonist to a very styled antagonist, which is really funny.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
Leave him alone, Akane. Remember, I don't like you.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Medicine?
That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic!
So she was
I
the first
scared.
person to discover the body.
I was really, really scared. Hyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Very smart. Very smart.
Everything was done to frame Hyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other.
No, I have my ups and downs about Fuyuhiko. Sometimes I like him, sometimes I hate him. This is one of the moments where I'm hating him.
So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
And it's not just because he's attacking Hyoko. It's just because he's being so damn stubborn.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory.
He's right. He's got that
The killer and
Makoto...
everyone else.
that
Two
Makoto
hopes
brain.
attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other
Oh,
is
he's crazy
poetry in
again.
motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray, and you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Kind of makes a good point. You can't just trust each other. You can cooperate, but trusting each other clouds judgment. I mean, yeah, but it's also like what Nagito said. He said that it's important that everybody works together so they can come to the conclusion. But like it's always bad to mix emotions with logic. If it's a trial, you always have to think about logic, or else you die.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying!
Ibuki, no.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Hajime, stop.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep, yep! The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job! That's the right way! That's the splendid power of teamwork!
Oh, Monami.
Hey! What do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want!
Oh, that's a new sprite.
Whoa! He's sleeping!
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending truth, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Let me guess, it's an intermission.
Well now,
Well now. Well then, now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now. Huh? You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't. No, that's not Monami's voice. Can't. That's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is... You can't! Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct! You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me.
You feel bored too? Are you bored, Ninja?
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do.
Guys, it's so late for me? Yeah, it's kind of late for me too. I was thinking of stopping here because of the intermission.
You don't like sleeping? Oh, it makes sense.
Well, now that we've decided to believe
I'll go for a little bit more. Cause I have a main suspect now.
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue. Do you mean the letter? No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? No, I'd like to continue the trial without being like all confused again. If so, we've prepared a perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the logic dive. During the logic dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the synapse course. You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the control key. Press the right mouse button to brake and the left mouse to jump. There will be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course. So make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain goal, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the break. That's my meddlesome advice to you. If you press the escape key during yada yada yada. Good luck and have fun. Wait. So is it gonna pull off like some Mario Kart? The killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house. When did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Can I just have a hangman's gambit, please? Alright, I'm going to do it. The break, okay. Damn it. Look, I'm working with a laptop mouse pad, okay? Here, I'm gonna move the mic. Damn it. Can I just use the W? I can! When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Before Hiyoko arrived? After Hiyoko? Before? Did I get it right? I think I got it right. Hell yeah. Come on, come on. I'm sweeping as fast as I can. When did the killer leave the beach house? Well, it was saying that it was after Hiyoko left, right? That's what we were just talking about. How can you speed up? I don't know how to speed up. Does it say here? Oh, control key. Ooh. Come on, come on, come on. Where was the killer hiding when Hiyoko was unconscious? Oh, time's up? I totally didn't notice how much time was going on.
We will never give up.
You know, I've never pressed no when it comes to losing, so there's a part of me that's always wanted to know what happens if you press no. the killer arrive at the beach house? Shoot. Wait, when did the killer arrive at the beach house? If you could see how crazy I'm sweeping the mouse. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Kyoko left. Not gonna lie, this is pretty cool. Where was the killer hiding while Kyoko was unconscious? In the beach. I wasn't able to... This. The beach. Oh, I was wrong? Or where would they hide in the beach house? Where'd he go? After Kyoko. Where's that? Oh, while she was unconscious. I thought it was... I thought she was saying after she was unconscious.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
I was surfboarding in my mind.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Kyoko.
Where?
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I really don't know what to happen. Want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding. Kyoko left. And she was inside. But Hyoko said that she looked in the... And there's nowhere else to hide. Around? I know. She couldn't have been in the closet.
Here.
Really?
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hyoko knowing?
Well, Hyoko is pretty small.
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
The killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. I can only think of one place. That's right, the place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was the surfboard thing. The package thing.
Here.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf, and there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Cause we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Of course, you want to put yourself a coward, right? No, listen.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
I don't really like looking up stuff because I want to try and like find out stuff on my own. I have to be very, very, very desperate to ask for help, like before.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Say whatever you want, even if you didn't ask.
Alright, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Calm down, Akane.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body,
This is
right?
exactly what I was so confused about. As far as I can see, only 2 people discovered the body. Kazuichi and Hiyoko.
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that.
Well, in the first game there was no need to notice that, but it was this time
The
where...
body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction.
Actually, it should be, because then we can see who was there and who wasn't. To narrow down who was at the crime scene.
It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Yeah, pretty much.
Flexibility, huh?
Yeah, because I always like to look at things logically. And, but when there are obviously times where I can't do it by myself, like, before. But I always try to, like, work my mind. Like, practice my intuition, practice my logical thinking, and all that kind of stuff. That's pretty much why I actually started playing the entire game in general, because I heard it works, it helps you with, thinking.
So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Really?
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
That means
I just
there's
thought it was
one more
somewhat
person.
strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original
I
topic.
have a feeling it's Fuyuhiko.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
Because remember, he left at 3 p.m. Mahiro was killed around 3 p.m. So maybe he was the third person to discover the body, but didn't say anything because he is so adamant on framing Hiyoko. Oh, hi, Boxing.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear.
Who was the third person that discovered the body?
The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
That's true.
It's
I
going
didn't
to
think
be
of that.
alright. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
More non-stop debates, okay. Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. You love Danganronpa? So do I. At first I didn't think I'd like it because I hear that the fandom was pretty toxic, but I really, really like it. If you hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the recital will change. If you aim the remark's weak spot and keep that in that position, you'll be able to memorize. Oh, I remember this. I remember this. So where you remember, yeah, I remember this. Called them toxic. Yo, I was talking to some friends there, and they were saying stuff like, here, I'll mention it later.
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower. Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
And they'd have to dispose
They
it.
used something other than the shower.
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their
I
body?
think I have to highlight what Chiaki
Maybe
said.
they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower. Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body. If they used something other than the shower...
No, I meant to highlight it.
What did the killer do?
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the so washing it off.
They didn't have to... maybe they wore one... If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
Did I not do it fast enough?
They cut
God
it up.
damn
As
it.
someone who flushed, it would definitely clog.
Maybe it's the other... Perhaps someone other...
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do?
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the so washing it off.
They didn't have to... what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the... If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do
And I
with
have
the
to
bloody
shoot
wetsuit?
down what Fuyuhiko
As someone who
says.
flushed, it would definitely clog.
Maybe it's the other... Perhaps someone other...
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply want.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
Stupid white noise. I freaking hate
To
you.
use the shower. Oh, what about the wetsuits in the club? Maybe they wore one. Did they use something other than the shower? What did they do with the bloody wetsuit? They cut it up and.
As someone who flushed, it would definitely close.
Maybe it's the other. Perhaps someone other. Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do?
Maybe they simply.
They couldn't use the so washing it off would have been impossible.
Woohoo!
No, that's wrong.
Got him.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Something other than the shower that we used to wash off the blood. Possible it was. It has to be the drinks inside the refrigerator because of all those water bottles.
I see.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Hecko, no. Make life easier for me.
In theory, that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Let's see if trash can is one of them. There we go. Trash can.
It's true there were drinks
Oh shoot. Whoops.
in the beach house refrigerator. However, try think one who wouldn't
Damn,
be
it's
enough
going
to wash off
fast.
the blood.
I can't back down.
Damn it. I'm so bad at doing that.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle who wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down.
What? Okay.
It's true there were drinks in the beach. However, try thinking one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down.
Oh,
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
that's what I think.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me
Hell
to
yeah,
cut
I'm
through
getting
those
I'm
words.
getting better at this.
There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge.
Kazuichi said it himself.
And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles.
Who's my favorite
Isn't that
character
right,
in
Shia?
one? Kyoko. Kyoko takes it. Kyoko takes my number one in the first game.
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
You should have said so sooner.
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
I miss Taka and Owie. Ugh, I'm sorry, boxing. We can't be friends. Taka I agree with. He was cool. But Owie, I hated her so much. I don't think there's ever been a character in existence that I've hated more than her. I hated her. I'm sorry, but... Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soak their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, If they did that, that person would be...
It seems you've realized who the killer is. See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Is it the suspect I've had since the investigation?
Let me ask. Who might that be?
Kyoko's a close third. She's my third favorite. My top 3 was Kyoko, Byakuya, and Toko. The killer used the plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them. That killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. Okay, this is the person I've been thinking about since the investigation began. Is my intuition right once again? Echo! I am the best! Hell yeah!
Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Yeah, she was using the excuse like she was swimming around for like 3 hours looking for a way off the island. That was very hard to believe. Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Mm-hmm. Swimming for 3 hours around an island? Very, very, very unbelievable.
Don't just stay silent! Say something! Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming!
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
But you just said you didn't see anyone. You said that you headed straight to your cottage after you left.
Huh? After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
Mm-hmm. That you headed straight to your cottage. It's a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time. See? See? I have a good memory.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer! We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
Now that you mention it, you're right.
That's the trickiest thing though, the window. Peko is pretty tall, but that doesn't mean she's tall enough to get through that window.
The roadside door was blocked, and if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
Killer's escape route. I might know what it was. the fact that the only possible thing that can think of is that opening. Small window in the shower room.
I see.
If the roadside
But
and
how can
beachside
she
doors
get
aren't
up
an
there?
option,
She's
the only
even
other
though
thing I
she's
can
still
think
not
of
tall enough. She's not tall enough to get out there by herself.
Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
And I don't think Fuyuhiko went in to help her.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Yeah,
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
there wasn't a rope
And what
left
happened to the
behind.
rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Littering is not allowed. Let us coexist with this island's bountiful nature in mutual prosperity.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just
Oh,
have to
the
use
stream
an
is
object.
looking all fuzzy. Sorry
Chiaki,
about
don't
that.
fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object. I see! You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body. Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours! No! Please don't be violent!
Even if the killer used an object to escape out of the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window. Human's Gambit. I had... The only thing I can think of is that for some miraculous way, she balanced on her sword. Oh. Is it what I think it is? I think it is what I think it is. Keep forgetting that it's I haven't played this in like a week, so keep forgetting that you have to right click. It should be bamboo. Come on, give me a no. Be nice and give me a no before I lose more health. There we go. No! What is my stupidity getting myself into today? There's another O. Shh, calm down. And the next one would have to be sword, right? Stop knocking into each other and give me an S. You know what? I'm gonna waste too much health if I keep doing this. This is painful. Now we need an O. I need an R. No. Please give me an R. Why is it so hard to get out the an R? I need a D. How did... Yay.
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
She did? Oh yeah, she did.
Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing the bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
You might hate Aoi, but as long as you hate Hiyoko... Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Boxing, we can't be friends. Hiyoko is my favorite next to Nagito. No. And Ibuki. I think she'd have to be third. There's Nagito, Ibuki, and Hiyoko. I'm sorry, Boxing, we can't be friends.
Yeah, Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
She needs to have incredible balance to do that.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily!
Bamboo isn't that weak. Yeah, I heard bamboo is pretty strong.
Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko,
Guess so, but you still need incredible balance for the blade to... And how did she get it back up? Did she like open the window, pull herself up, and still have her... and like pull it up with her legs or something? Now then, the time has come once again for the panic talk action, PTA. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. Oh no. Not this again. From this point, you will be able to use fever time by pressing the space key during PTA. Whenever fever time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max. But that's not all. You won't miss during fever time either. By pressing the left mouse button when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assaults. But only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's something called nega time that your opponent can use too. If your opponent activates nega time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit difficult to press the buttons in rhythm. So in that case, please time the rhythm not to your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty settings. I'm not going to tell them that fail, have to redo the class trial. Oh, whoops. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me!
Fuyuhiko, you give me
If
mixed
she used
feelings.
the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Fuyuhiko, why? Why are you... Okay, I got this.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible!
I don't know why I keep saying I missed. I'm literally
Shut up,
doing it.
shut up! Don't fuck with me!
Okay, now I'm messing
Got
up for sure.
proof, you bastard? Shut up, shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off!
No, now I'm missing again.
Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible!
Okay, I'm getting off balance.
Shut up!
I'm concentrating too much on the...
Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Bamboo sword bag.
This is the end!
Hell yeah, I got it on the first try too! Not like before where I had to do it like 3 times.
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool,
She
could have
boxing.
recovered with her sword back. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it.
I did not think of that.
And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan. No, you just back off!
Is it true?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
Peko, no. She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
True, I didn't actually think of that.
My motive?
In the end, You had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Huh?
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
Echo, what's the matter with you?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Pecco!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine. Just stop it.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
This is... Could she be...
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete!
Bruh, what?
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The
don't
lead
even
star of
know.
justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me.
They're using the
Sparkling
little
justice.
emotion thing, the little thingies again.
Now
The
then, let's execute justice!
What? What the fuck?
Pecco, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
What's going on? What's this? Chill!
Pecco finally snapped! Everyone, please be careful! Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... but... huh?
Ally of justice?
So that's why you're wearing a mask!
This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
I can't take that seriously.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
You know, it's kind of like the second class trial of the first one, where like they reveal Genocide Jack and stuff. This here, they reveal that she is shining justice. So, what? What the heck is this? Pecco is the killer. Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events!
Bruh.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping! Take a look! It's a killer!
This again?
He must remember about Genocide Jack.
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
She must have killed Girl E.
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword. And executed justice.
I cannot take her seriously with those little emotes there in the dialogue.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Heko, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
No, let me do the cool comic book thing first. End it? He's right. We need to end this already. The killer, in the end, there's no mistake that it was Peko all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, what do we have? Killer forged 2 letters, Hyoko sleeping. Big Mahiro's talking to someone. Okay. In the morning of the Mahiro met. In order to lure Mahiru, she forged the letters. The person to arrive at the beach house was... next to arrive at the beach house was... That's 9. What did the killer leave next to the body? Now then, time to wash off the blood. Where should I hide? In the bag. This must be all the way. Nice. Yoko wakes up. Okay. Plastic bottle. Then what? Okay. Anything to do with Mahiro has to be over here. First one to arrive at the beach house. Mahiro. Everything here has things to do with Hyoko. Hyoko arrives first. What did the killer leave next to the body? Okay, this is the map. Hyoko left a big piece of evidence. Oh, whoops. Wait, what? Oh. I was looking at it wrong. In the closet after Hiyoko ran away. Place the gummy on here. What did the killer leave? Oh, that has to do with the mask. In the morning, Mahiru met Hiyoko. There's the one with the mask. And the next one should be the footprints.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
I only got like
The
2 wrong,
incident
I think it
began this
was.
morning when Mahiru spoke to Hiyoko.
Imagine having others fear you because you're girls.
Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hiyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hiyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house.
Such an ugly and horrible mask, right? It's freaky.
She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also,
Ooh,
the mask
freaky.
found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window.
That's still
holding the sword bag in their
unbelievable.
hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
Yeah. It's a shame. I really liked Peko.
I see. And what of it?
She's like totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world? Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice. Hurry and carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed!
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
A few sacrifices?
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that,
Come on, Sonia.
The vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
Ah, he finally woke up.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
It's a shame. I really liked Peko. She had to be in my top 5.
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
Bruh. Sonia.
Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Here for an emotional roller coaster? Okay.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Peko is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Peko, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
What the heck is that? That is Sparkling Justice catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? I read it in the magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. I see. That's what it is. I think I got the difference between the serial killer and Peko. Nationality?
I see! That's right. According to what Sonia said.
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
If she had to translate it, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?
All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both of them were in the same country. But that wasn't the case. Wait, so Peko is a copycat killer? If so...
Peko, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh? Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Huh?
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Kyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Yoshiko, wasn't
Someone
it?
else?
There
Am I
is
right?
proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember.
If there was one more person at the scene of the crime. Body discovery now?
I see!
Yeah, because there have to be 3 people besides the killer.
Talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not? That isn't the Nagito voice. Jeez. Jeez, fine. Want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, it's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Yuhiko. I knew it. I knew it from the start.
You're the only
I
one!
knew it.
I see.
So he used Peko to kill Mahiru?
The connection between the motive and the incident.
That's a pretty cowardly move. Okay, now she's gonna die because you didn't have the guts to do it yourself. I think my feelings for Fuyuhiko have become very clear.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that. Should be the pictures, right? Winning prize? Come on.
I can prove it with this.
I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with
He's a
Mahiru's
Yakuza.
murder. But
That's what they do. Oh. Pretty cowardly in my opinion.
there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first will receive the ending prize.
See, I knew it. I knew Fuyuhiko was the first one to beat it because I remember seeing him with the envelope in his hand. The same night that we were gonna play the game. Oh, shut up. What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right? But we already voted.
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
Practically Fuyuhiko killed her, but he was too much of a coward to do it himself. So he used the tool also known as Peko to kill her.
Means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
Damn.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Fuyuhiko.
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma.
Unless she's like an honorable bodyguard or something.
The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
Huh, that's higher than I expected.
I'm in a bind. And what a bind it is.
Flip a coin.
I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Are you kidding me? No, I want to know. Oh, okay. Ahem. Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiru Koizumi is... Hold on a sec. Okay,
Sorry.
I'll wait. No, sorry. I'm just hesitating.
Hey!
There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Peko's the killer. Why?
Hey,
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a freaking human being.
Well,
If I'm human, and I'm not a tool, if that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
you just don't know.
Because you just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools?
Hey,
What does she mean, Fuyuhiko? Peko and I grew up together. I knew it! I knew it. They had to have some sort of type of like relationship, and that's why every time any type of suspicion would go onto Peko, he'd like start freaking out and stuff. That's why the panic attack thing was against him and not Peko. Are you two childhood friends? Oh, so that would make sense that Peko would become like, would work for his family and become like a bodyguard. And that's probably what she means by like tool or something.
No.
No, it's different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzurio clan took me in. They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Property, you say?
I mean, she's hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword. That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
That is...
But that is... You are wrong. You're not a tool, Peko. Because if you're a tool, then what was all the time we spent together?
Nothing.
Huh?
I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. What? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that was what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
This is why you were hiding the relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, tool given to him by his household.
I am
No
nothing
matter
but a
what I
tool.
am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. And the one who tried to kill Mahiru wasn't you, it was... Yuhiko.
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it.
Damn it, I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck with
And
me!
she's covered in blood. What does this mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even remember if my sister is dead? You tried to confirm this with Mahiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So...
Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make her I wanted to make sure she respond. But since she never replied back to me, not only that, she started avoiding me too.
But...
Pretty sure... Oh, that's not the Mikan voice. Pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone in the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why, even if we weren't told that we're connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Sorry. I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
Wait, huh? You're not going? You're not gonna go, Mahiru? If you're gonna talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important. So, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
Pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, So I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
It definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. Should have gone too.
But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, that you could easily lure Mahiro into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the?
Seriously? What the heck?
An eye for an eye. That's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
But if you don't know who was... Why'd you go after Mahiru if she didn't represent Girl E? Because Girl E killed, quote-unquote, your sister. Then why'd you go after Mahiru? You could have gone for Ibuki or Hyoko or Mikan. So, no, why Mahiru? And so, my young master thought of a plan and executed it. Wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game, that's what they used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seems to make sense. Even if I ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister. That is why you killed Mahiru with the bat? But still, I believed her up till the very last minute that the game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch! Hey, if that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you...
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
But
the fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but...
Why?
You shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has a right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Jeez.
Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. I told you, Fuyuhiko's a massive coward. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse not to go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. Because you're a baby with anger issues that doesn't know how to control himself. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at the moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mahiru. Huh?
young master, I am finished.
What?
Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to?
A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all.
Of course.
Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you be quiet?
Yes,
Okie
indeed.
dokie, I'll be quiet. Afterward,
just as my young master planned. I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be.
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along. That's right. You guys made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as a killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously
Hold
wrong.
on. Don't act like our loss has been decided yet. No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is
I'll admit it. All this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on! I'm telling you to hold on!
I see.
I see. So for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself, you are the true hope then. On his behalf, you killed Mahiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so you can protect him.
Great!
You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope. Wrong. I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? Is that your hope?
What?
Hold on. What's the use of asking something like that?
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey.
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf. The fact that she lied to us about acting like the killer. Are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth? I don't know. I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die. Young master, you just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Yuhiko, you mentioned this before, but in this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. These idiots, Byakuya, Teruteru, are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're saying that. You're still saying that. Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right? There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am a tool. Yuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose Peko, but
Hey.
if you insist you're the killer, just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let us hear what you have to say.
Damn it!
Young master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me!
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, the tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me. Forget about the Kuzuryu clan. You better escape.
What about it, Fuyuhiko? Please, tell me the truth.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
If that's actually what I have to do to survive, I'd just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on someone. I just feel disgusted with myself.
Peko.
And if I had to admit, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you? I don't want a tool. I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan.
Young master!
Uh-oh.
Oh my. So this is how it turned out.
Too bad.
I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions.
Why
There's
you?
no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey,
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
jeez.
Well, it's obvious. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try and influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad. You're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with a heart, is the killer.
Sorry.
Peko, I'm sorry. I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all to provide me with the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like...
Huh?
Huh?
Young master!
Young master, you have a kind heart, despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else to escape by yourself, I believe you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even
so, I wanted you to
escape.
Oh, she was talking. I wanted to protect you.
Peko.
I am terribly sorry.
I am terribly sorry I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
Bye.
Goodbye. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all, too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
And
please do not cause a senseless
killing such as this
Oh,
ever again.
sorry. Of course. Echo. That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start already?
I will never feel despair.
Just so you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool!
Oh, cool. But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Young Master Fuyuhiko, please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So,
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master? I want you to remember. The tool, Peko Pekoyama, who always used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep... I don't need any tools. You did say that. Then let's begin. The punishment time brimming with despair. Jeez. Why don't you get it yet?
Thrills, chills, kills!
This time, the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Pekoyama.
why?
You stayed by my side this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then,
I prepared
a very special
punishment for you.
I
never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed a tool. So... you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Aww.
Young Master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Peko. Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young Master? Young Master?
Now what? Aw, man, that sucks. Bruh, and he's just watching there in the back? That's not cool. One woman army. What the heck? You get like slashed in the eye or something? Now I changed my mind. I'm back to an indecisive feeling of Fuyuhiko. So far, he's in the neutral area. After seeing this, he's going from the bad side to the neutral side. He needs to have a redemption.
That is impossible!
It cannot be. Even Hugo. This is bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easily, falling like dominoes. You bastard! What the hell is this? Can't be. This is a lie, right? Echo! Yukiko!
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake. It's just the worst. Gee. Waste. This conclusion. What a waste. This is why you should have just discussed it with me.
Damn it.
It wasn't supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something so inflatable.
Oh.
You're still talking about that? What the hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that 2 of your friends got killed? Akane. No, back off. Both him and Kyoko are short-tempered. Yeah, well, Kyoko is short-tempered, but in like the funny way. Like, I find it funny, like, every time like Mikon talks, she calls her like a trashy skank or something like that. I don't know why, but to me that's funny. But when Fuyuhiko's just like, oh, you know, like, shut the hell up, or I'm gonna fucking kill you, and all that kind of stuff, that's annoying. That's the annoying kind of short-tempered. But anyway.
Such
I
despair.
am pissed. I even feel sad and hopeless. But still,
Isn't that right?
it's going to be alright. This despair is worthless. Even the despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts about what hope should be a reminder of him. Ooh. Talking about Makoto?
Listen
No.
carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left, and when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning on saying such stupid things? Hajime, he's legit saying, he's legit saying, that Monokuma's gonna be the one to, and that we're all gonna win and stuff like that. And now he's like, how much longer are you planning on saying stupid stuff? Shut the hell up, Hajime. Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know? Yeah. He's still alive. Like, that's not the Monomi voice. What? Everyone! Fuyuhiko is still alive.
You serious?
Are you serious? Fuyuhiko! Frantically, we rushed over to Fuyuhiko's side.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay? Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying. But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out. His pulse is getting weaker.
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
person right.
You're so
Were you
stupid.
filled with hope as a thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like that.
You stupid
Why
brother!
are you so laid back about we need to hurry up and save him?
I
Huh?
don't
A surprise order?
believe it. What the heck?
Why do you have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong!
It's your duty to save him.
Huh?
Duty?
Hey!
As it's written in the school trip rule. If the Blacken is exposed... Oh, I'm not trying to read. If only the Blacken gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. If I could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, practically powerless.
Hey!
But you should be able to do it. Monami, you got this. Jeez, I guess I have no choice.
Fine.
Well, there's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me.
So,
Fine then, I'll save him. Really? I was actually gonna do it all along. I've already prepared for this. Huh? Prepared? And that's when it happened. The siren began ringing from nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer.
An ambulance?
An ambulance? Oh, is she talking? Sorry.
just leave the rest to me, Dr.
Dr.
Killgood.
Killgood.
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patients.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation. So, I'll see you later.
And after he said that, an ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight. Is it really gonna be safe to leave this to Monokuma?
Damn it.
Give me a second. It can't be helped. Not like there was any other way.
Perhaps.
He's gonna be fine. He's probably gonna get better and come back to us again. Alright. Definitely gonna come back and take a lot of talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, how's Mahiru's death, you know?
However,
I'll put that aside since Peko has already been punished. Or else we will not be able to advance forward.
Fall.
There is no second chance. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There is no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
Damn
I
it!
guess things aren't as exciting. Things aren't as exciting as shit Styriard like him ain't around. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko! I don't want anyone else here. I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so, the last trial finally ended. But we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will happen to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat, floating unreliably in a vast dark sea, we were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. Capital D E S P. Go on. I accidentally pressed the button. 15 days.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? Poor people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0... that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair.
Wait, the resurrection of... Wait, you're saying that they're gonna revive Junko somehow? He got washed in the first game after that brutal execution. But if I'm right and this is like some game simulator... No, but that doesn't make sense. Junko's like somehow like infused into the game somehow. Funny, because I'm tired actually. It's almost 10 p.m. and I started this when I was like, what, 6? How long has it been? It's been almost 4 hours.
The continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Wait, so the tragedy is still going on?
That cannot be allowed! We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Echo, no, don't go.
Danganronpa.
You're reviving someone such an atmosphere. I'm sort of alright. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought like, cause at the end of the final game, you know how like they escaped the school? Like I was pretty sure that they were like everything was gonna be normal. But when I read that, I thought it said that like the what's it called? The tragedy was still going on. No one's here, right? Yoko? Man, I can totally see it now. Those idiots. I can't wait to see the surprised look on their dumb faces. But they'll probably be happy about it. They'll probably be very, very happy. Alrighty. What did you do, Hiyoko?
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Good morning, everyone! Looks like today is gonna be another perfect tropical day! Now then, let's show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it our all today!
Morning, huh? In the end, I was so worried about Fuyuhiko that I couldn't sleep. Involving himself in Pekka's execution like that, suffering all those wounds. Is he really going to live? And was it really okay to leave him in Monokuma's care? Worry has consumed my heart. My body feels terribly burdened. But that worry ends here. There's no way I can just lay here and do nothing. Loosening my stiff body, I slowly sat up in bed. I guess I should head over to the restaurant. That's right. Just do it. Just do it! Man, that meme is old. When did that meme start? I was like, what, 2015 or something? I'm definitely gonna find out if Fuyuhiko is safe or not. But I am going to stop the trial here, because goddamn, that was long. Now, my feelings toward Fuyuhiko are kind of iffy. Like, I don't know whether to like him, to hate him. He's a neutral for me. Everything is orange, right? But yeah. I'm gonna stop before the stream reaches 4 hours, cause wow. But thank you to those who stopped by. Thank you to those who stayed. And I'll see you next time. Bye.